think we gotta change up our uniforms. We need to change. We need to change.
What did he say? I don't know. It sounded like T-Mac clown pants. That's what I heard.
Thank you, 2K community. Thank you, 2K. I hope to see everybody in the park, in the city, and please.
And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome everybody to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll see the Boston Celtics as they play against the Washington Wizards. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. And let's check out a breakdown looking at some of the stats for him.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
And now Washington's starting group. Jordan is out there with Cummings. Then there's Robertson. Then it's Jones. And it's Nance in at the 3. And for the Celtics, they've got Nowitzki. Jones is out there with Hardaway. And there's Porzingis. And it's Tatum in at the 3, the small forward. All teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree. Robertson against Hardaway. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
I tell you, this guy is capable of some amazing finishes. Jason Tatum, my goodness.
Now here's Robertson. Down low. Out to Nance. Porzingis with the steal. And now Jones running the floor all by himself. Tatum on the wing. Offensive rebound Celtics. Nowitzki, the pass to Porzingis. On the wing, Hardaway. Out to Porzingis. Just 5 to shoot. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. And it's Washington's ball. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston.
Amazing tenacity attacking the basket, and I'm sure he won't miss that next time.
Here's Jones. That's slammed in by Jones.
And with the height to see over people and the peripheral
All right. Solid start. Solid start.
Penny with the perfect setup.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
I briefly spoke with Scott Brooks. We talked about which player was the biggest challenge tonight, and he quickly noted it was Jason Tatum. Coach said,
Come on, that's an easy one.
Outside, and he'll drop it in. Mid-range, 3, it doesn't matter. Getting a hand in his face is a must-do.
Why are you up on Cummings like that?
Tatum can't be allowed to
My
slip
defensive
away.
pressure is like moderate.
Thank you, David.
You shouldn't be going by you like that,
Slam just looks so
Nowitzki. Jesus.
pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
This, to me, is an area that Jason Tatum really worked on. That three-pointer now one of the most dangerous aspects of his game.
Outside, Jones. Inside, Jordan. No good. Shot missing. And it's Boston the other way. Outside, Tatum. Outside, Porzingis. Back to Tatum. It's rebounded by Robertson. So for Washington, their last game a loss to Charlotte.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
You cannot allow your opponent to shoot that high a percentage. That is going
Offensive
to
rebounds.
night after
All over
night.
Nowitzki.
Possible to
God,
shot the
Nowitzki's so
putback
bad.
when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Boy,
I gotta get a better rebound on
aggressiveness in
that
the
power
paint
forward.
from Porzingis, putting the onus on the officials to make a call. You've got to make them decision makers.
The Celtics shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. And both free throws good for Porzingis.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And out of bounds as the
Ooh,
Celtics
here we
gain
go.
possession. And we've got a moment now to check out the Eastern Conference standings and see where everyone is sitting as things begin to settle down just a bit through the midway point of the season. And of course, Boston.
And you know, for the Celtics, they've done a good job staying relevant this season. I mean, I was concerned they'd suffer a drop-off, but just give them credit. They've hung in here in this playoff race.
The resiliency has been crucial for this team. Anytime it looks like they may start to drag a little bit, they've picked it back up and stayed in the hunt.
Wizards trailed by 5.
Boy, when you think about Doug McDermott, the last few years with the incredible shooting he brings, he's also been efficient. So the volume is limited. This guy has done as good a job as he can picking his spots.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Marcus Camby, he's checked in for the Celtics. .116 left in the first quarter. Now Hughes, stats on him, he's averaging 9 points a game.
And he can do a lot more
Here we go. Here we
to
go.
the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
And Doris, with
Oh,
McDermott,
come on,
he
Smith.
knows that's how he's most effective on the floor.
That's exactly right, Greg. This guy knows his strengths, and that's his outside shooting, his ability to stretch the floor, the amount of deep shots he takes the last few seasons. This guy is a nice weapon to create space for people around him.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
What is happening? They keep dribbling the ball out of bounds.
Seconds left to play in the first quarter. Hughes with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Back to Camby. Out to the right wing. 4 on the clock. Here's Serbiak, covered by Smith. That one a little long. Morris outside. The shot, no good. And so it's Boston heading to the bench with a 7-point.
Not sure if the defense was good in that quarter because they kept turning the ball over like just weirdly. But I'll take it. I need the win. I need the win.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
And Morris has got the ball here for the Washington Wizards. 7-point differential. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Smith is out there with Larry Hughes. And it's Camby, then there's Jermaine O'Neal, and it's Serbiak in at the small forward position. That's the Boston 5. On defense, Boston.
Ooh.
7-point game, the biggest lead in the game.
Who's on Steve Smith?
Boston with the ball. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Hey, and you could say they probably were in control for 3 quarters of that game, but in that 4th quarter, man, they just fell apart.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
The first free throw is good. Washington making some changes. DeAndre Jordan comes in for Pollard, and Jones subbed in for Doug McDermott. And Morris drops them both.
All right, up by 5,
He's
second
been
quarter.
patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Morris with the ball. Now Smith defending. Rejected by Camby. They recover it, but they'll get another chance. Celtics leading by 5. Pass to Hughes. And here is Serbiak, covered by Smith. Here's Serbiak. The 3 buries the long-range jumper.
Yeah, and they're shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Wizards trail by 8. Morris passes to Jones. And Camby over to help. Jones finds Jordan. Smith with it. Now Morris, covered by Smith. Bay.
Come on, Zerbiak. Why are you getting beat backdoor like that? Those backdoor cuts are getting you, man.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And at 78%, he's been a consistent shooter at the line for them all season long.
And he makes the first. And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. The Wizards also changing it up. Nance comes in for Smith, and it's Robertson in for Morris. So he gets them both.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Feeds to Nowitzki. Nice ball movement by Boston. Shot clock at 6. Here's Tatum. No good. And Washington the other way now. Bay passes to Robertson. Shoots from the high post. And Boston with the rebound.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Robertson.
It's never easy trying to guard Nowitzki, right? Hard not to foul this guy.
Celtics have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. Cummings, he's checked in for Washington.
All right. We got a little thing going right now.
It is a luxury.
Little thing going right now.
Big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Jordan against Nowitzki. Jordan dishes to Jones. Kicks it out to
Come on,
Robertson.
offensive
On the
rebound.
wing, Jones. Here's Jordan. And a lot of
Good foul,
contact
good
on
foul.
that one, so he'll shoot
He's probably
2.
gonna miss at least
It
one.
goes on Jason Tatum.
Well, when DeAndre Jordan is engaged, this guy is flat out a difference maker. He understands how to play to his strengths.
Yeah, there's one.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. That one is no good.
Good foul. Good foul.
Boston leading by 8. Outside Hardaway. Nowitzki outside. Back to Hardaway. Ejected by Robertson.
That was a good block.
Jones in the post. Guarded by Tatum. Jordan kicks to Robertson. The pass to Jones. Porzingis with the block.
You know, when you drive the lane, you have to know where Porzingis is, because with his reach, he can sneak up and send that shot away anytime.
.151 left in the first half. Here's Cummings. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Come on.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
It is not an easy task trying to convert against length. Give him credit for taking on that challenge.
Get in there.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his special?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
Kevin Willis is checked in for Boston. Gazelle comes in for Hardaway. Jones with him. Now guarded by Tatum. Jones, the pass to Pollard. Just 5 on the clock. Teardrop shot. It'll go. The
Oscar Robertson, what a beast.
6 and the bucket from Robertson.
And the painted area is where Robertson can destroy you. He's just too strong and too skilled.
Outside Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Wizards trail by 8. 44 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Jones, the pass to Robertson. It's deflected. And now here comes Jones leading the break. Here's Tatum.
Damn, I messed that up.
Push the lead to double digits. Up the floor.
I messed that up. Damn it! I had an easy bucket there.
Got 4 points now in the quarter.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating.
Can't be messing those up.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Here's Cassell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. From deep. And again, Boston with the triple. And so it's the Boston Celtics ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close.
Defense is on point right now. Defense is on point.
Their defense has been
I gave up 15, maybe? How many points I gave up in the second quarter?
From the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, you're in a good position here at the break. What do you tell your team to make sure they don't let up?
Well, I don't think it's about letting up or playing better, or it's just playing the right way. We just have to play good basketball. And we talked about it before the game. That's our goal going into the game. That doesn't change no matter what the score is. So that'll be the discussion at halftime.
Thanks very much, Coach. Back to you.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Boston was looking great right away. Amped up and ready off the tip. They immediately went on an 11-4 run. Looking at the scoring breakdown, they ended up going wire to wire in the first quarter, never once giving up their lead. Then in a hard-fought second quarter, they more than held their own, increasing their advantage to finish up 9 at the break. Taking a look at the Celtics, Shaq, what do you think?
They did an awesome-horrific job. That's right, Ernie. Awesome-horrific. That's awesome and terrific. But anyway, they did an awesome-horrific job of limiting turnovers. They were almost
Damn, 33%.
Put you in
Let's
the right
go.
frame of mind when you can play like that. As long as they keep protecting the ball in the next 2 quarters, they will protect the lead.
Kenny, what's your take on Washington so far?
Poor efficiency on offense. That's what jumps out at me. You aren't going to win many games shooting under 35%. Bad shot selection, too much one-on-one play, not finishing with authority. Now, these are correctable errors. They could choose to come out in the second half and completely flip that script.
Flip the script.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the 3rd quarter.
And we've got 3rd quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books.
Let's go, trampoline boys. What we got? Oh, what? I didn't hit the button.
Wizards trail by 9. Second half is underway, and here's who Scott Brooks has got on the floor. Jones is out there with Robertson. Then it's Nance. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Cummings in at the 4 slot. Back to Jones. Over Jones. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Jones has got the first basket of the 3rd quarter for the Wizards. And here is Hardaway. No points in the game yet for him. Outside, Porzingis. And it's good, assisting on the play was Hardaway. Hardaway has got his 3rd assist on the night.
And the D has gotten a little bit lax here defending the triple.
Now here's Robertson. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Penny, too fast, too good, undefendable.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
And the Wizards with possession after the basket by Boston. Jones. It's good on the putback.
What was that bullshit? How did he even get that ball, the alley to begin with? All right. What? Oh, well, there's one hand there. Jesus, that was crazy.
Sometimes haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Celtics leading by 10. Now here is Hardaway. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. Nowitzki's shot is no good. Wizards have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half.
That was a bad shot by Nowitzki.
Robertson against Hardaway. To the inside. Jordan. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way.
That wasn't
down.
barely. That was definitely a
In
goaltend.
the air, they're committed. So
100%.
For going for the block.
Outside Hardaway. And it's Hardaway with the jam.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Smith, the pass to Jordan. Now the dish to Morris. And it's sent back by Nowitzki.
And Dirk has always been a bit underrated defensively. Superb length to contest and block shots.
Jones, that's for 2. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And they're showing much more.
That teardrop, though, that's like, can't do anything about it.
More effort as well, and their offense is starting to show signs of life.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone.
Dude, I don't know why they're not coming out on Penny Hardaway, but look, the center is just stuck. He's not showing at all. I mean, you're not going to show. I'm going to keep going.
6 points for him. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. There will be a subtle but significant change on the court this season. Wilson is now the official basketball supplier for the NBA and its affiliated leagues. In fact, they were the association's original supplier starting in 1946. Now, after a nearly 4-decade hiatus, Wilson reclaims that position. Guys, back to you.
We appreciate that, David. Thank you. And it's Smith missing.
Now Nowitzki's getting...
He's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
You know, at 7'3", yes, he can dunk, but with that athleticism and his sense for the...
Now Nowitzki's getting rebounds. It's nice. Nice to see.
He can be special.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. They trail by 16. Passes it to Smith. There's 1:17 left in the third quarter of the game. Boston's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. And Morris comes over to help. Left side, Porzingis down low. And the jam by Dirk Nowitzki.
See, Porzingis should score the basketball, but he also recognizes when his teammates have a clean look. I love that.
I mean, shit is getting easy. It's getting ridiculous. I don't know what's happening to that defense right now.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Washington shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
Free throw good for Morris. So both teams changing it up here. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Boston leading by 16. 44 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Serbiak. There's the 3. Offensive rebound. Camby kicks to Willis. Pass to Hughes. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Willis finishing it off.
Yeah, I just love how alert Hughes is. Super talented guard who knows when one of
Man,
his
their rotations on their screens are terrible.
36 seconds left to play in the third. Hardaway against Morris. The pass to Powell. 12 seconds left in the third. Smith, the pass to Pollard. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. And it's going to be a
air ball. What the hell? This team is falling apart.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
And Smith puts up a deep 3. He can't get that one. And so it's the Boston Celtics with an 18-point lead.
18 points. Is that enough? 18 should be enough. Jesus.
Shooting, everything dropping in for him. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Nose is cold.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Celtics leading by 18. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. On the floor for Boston.
They just don't. Their pick and roll defense is terrible. They're going to take advantage of it every time.
Out the middle. Nance outside. Pass to Cummings. Lets it go with a 3. And with the ball out of bounds, Jordan touched it last. And now, let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Washington Wizards. On Wednesday, they'll be playing the Pelicans in New Orleans. And then on Monday.
You know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team's going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Tatum passes to Hughes. You know, Doris, I've heard some experts say, you look at the 6-foul limit.
Dribble
the
too
NBA
much.
is basically the only sports that takes stars off the floor. Doris, what would you think if they just tacked on an extra free throw instead?
Kevin, I absolutely hate the idea. The best defensive teams at any level of basketball guard at a high level without fouling. There's the drama aspect of
way
the
off.
player being in foul trouble, either at the start of the game or down the stretch. It has an impact on strategy. It's something that I'm a traditionalist on. I think the 6-foul rule should remain in the game.
Here's Jordan. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 6th rebound on the night. Tatum kicks to Smith. Nowitzki outside. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got 3 assists now in this
Wish
one.
I had more of the opportunities like that from Nowitzki.
For this offense, if they can stay this high, a great chance to extend this lead.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Some changes for Boston. Jones checked in for Hughes. Hardaway is subbed in for Dennis Smith. Out of bounds, Boston takes.
What the hell? They've had like 3 of those this game.
Now here's Nowitzki. He'll bring it up for Boston. Here in the 4th quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Wide open. That one off the back iron.
Come on, Jeff.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit. Who
I did
knows?
rush
But
it.
He couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Up top, Nance. Guarded by Hardaway. They get it back. And Jordan gets it to go.
It is not easy trying to keep DeAndre Jordan off the boards. His combination of length and determination so impressive.
Outside Tatum from the arc. Rebound by the Wizards. Jordan's got his 5th rebound in this one. The guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And stolen
Dude,
by Jordan.
come on, Porzingis. That's such a bad pass.
Nance down low. Guarded by Hardaway. Nice ball movement by Washington. And Nance kicks to Robertson. 5 to shoot. The shot that time, not on target. Nice D from Porzingis. Jones, the pass to Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
Well, Jason Tatum at 6'8" with authority. That's nice.
The Wizards shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today. Robertson dishes to Jones. Pass to Nance.
Bad defense on my part. I got bailed out though.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show.
Another bad pass. That was my fault though.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10. And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was.
Bringing the substitutes.
Boy, I think
they should bring them in. We're up by 20.
Paint more than anywhere else. This guy's rebounding numbers were outstanding. He controlled the glass.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're ahead by 21. 58 seconds left in the game. And now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game, Kristaps Porzingis.
And tell you what, he's worked very hard to get himself in good position throughout the course of this game. And that comes across in his shooting percentage. He's hit over half his shots from the field. And that's not because he got hot.
I guess they don't want to bring in the backups.
It's because of the effort he put in to get himself open.
He'd finally had enough of their losing streak, and it's going to take something special to regain some kind of momentum. And his effort has been very special tonight. Tatum, Jordan with the rebound.
I gotta hold that shit down longer.
There's 31 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Thomas against Jones. Nice concentration to hit the double.
Yo, Hoffy, what's going on, man?
The degree of difficulty.
Appreciate the birthday wishes.
Maintains his focus through that entire play.
And so the Celtics now can just hold on to the ball.
Finally, we're off to Schneid, baby. I think we lost 3 in a row, or 4 in a row. I don't know what it was, but we're back, baby. We're back in a big way too.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. KP, you guys did a great job contesting shots
in the
and
place to
disrupting
be.
the offense. What did you like best about the defensive effort tonight?
I think from the beginning of the game, we just started off.
I'm sweaty.
Aggressive. We were connected defensively, and that's why we were able to stop them.
You got it done when it counted, Kristaps. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.